Yo, what's up? I'm Zack, and welcome back to my channel of RWBY Mythology. And this is my top 5 favorite and least favorite of RWBY character. So let's go ahead and get into it. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more RWBY content. That shows, it means a lot that you guys want to see more of my RWBY content. And let you guys know, if you guys hear like a fan in the back, it's low. And also, if you guys cannot hear in the back, it's raining out there. So if you guys can hear it, I apologize. So yeah. And also, this idea were being inspired by my good friend Hollow Panther, aka Lord Panther, who had a second channel. I'll have the link of it down below in the description box so you can subscribe to him and give him some love and support. And this is just my personal opinion about top 5 favorite and least favorite of the RWBY character. And this is where I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start the least favorite. So pretty much like my top 5 least favorite and my top 5 favorite. So pretty much talk about the negative and the positive when I get to top 5. You know what I mean? So without a way, let's just go ahead and get into it. My top 5 least favorite character is definitely Roman Tortrick, and I'm not gonna get so much hate for it, but it's just my opinion. I just don't not like him as a villain as a whole, even though they just made a book about both Neo and him as a whole, which I am planning to get it because the one thing I was interested in on the most is just Neapolitan as a whole. I really do not care about Roman Tortrick. And a lot of people say Roman's coming back, or think he's still alive, but if he's dead, he's dead. I honestly do not care. But I just don't see no reason for Roman ever come back. Because we're getting close to the end of the series of RWBY, so I just feel there's no reason for Roman coming back at all. So, yeah, he's just the worst villain, and he's my least favorite as a whole. My top 5 favorite is Oscar, and the reason why I put him on the bottom list because I just can't wait for Volume 9 to see what he could do, since he's gonna be taking the role as a leader in Volume 9, which I believe that's gonna happen, and see his character become a farmer to this boy, become a training huntsman, and have this responsibility of being, well, Ozpan's reincarnation and have his power, and all that has aura. A lot of people believe that Oscar might have semblance along with Ozpan's power. So pretty much Oscar would be power as hell with both semblance and magic alike. And I just can't wait to see what he could do for Volume 9. And I just don't understand. Some people say they hate him, or they just don't care, or they say he's alright. To me, he's starting to become a good character as a whole, and I just can't wait for Volume 9. My top 4 least favorite is Blake Belladonna. Yeah, I'm gonna get so much hate from Panther as a whole, but I just don't. I mean, I do care for Blake, but I just don't even like her as a character. Like I said it before in my main channel, she's just a forgotten character as a whole, and whenever she's there, she's just there, or whenever she has a dialogue, she's just there. After that, she's not even there at all. Like, not say anything or being there, it's just, like, pretend that she's just a forgotten character, and plus her story has come to an end, and we all know that Volume 9, that might be more story between Yang and Blake, which we all know a lot of people are be interested in that, and yeah, that's my reason. So she's just a forgotten character as a whole. Top 4 favorite, and that is Tyrion. Tyrion is one of my favorite villain in RWBY. Ever since his first debut in Volume 4, I already started to like him as a character, as a villain, and see how psychotic he is, and I love how skilled as a fighter he is. He takes no bullshit for an answer. Hell, he's way more better than Roman Torchwick as a whole. I rather prefer Tyrion over Roman, and like I said before, Roman is not my favorite, but Tyrion is actually the best. And I just love how this psychopath he is, and not only that, I just like how he framed Crow by killing Tyrion with his own sword. Not Tyrion, killing Clover with his own sword thanks to Tyrion using it. And I just cannot get over the line where Crow said, "I'll kill you," and Tyrion said, "Oh, you mean like you just killed Clover?" Which is the most fucked up moment and the darkest moment in that Tyrion ever done in framing Crow for murdering Clover, which is the most fucked up thing in the entire RWBY, in my opinion. My top 3 least favorite is Herited, and she's, oh my god, she's getting on my last nerve. Like, she is so blinded with hate and anger for the loss of Clover, and I'm surprised she has not been killed recently. Like, her anger and her bullshit would lead to her demise just like Ironwood did. And I'm surprised she didn't die besides Vine. And she just don't want to admit it, and she doesn't see the bigger picture, and she started getting on my nerve. Let's see how pissed off she gets, and she doesn't care or something like that. It really does piss me off. Like, woman, you're a blind Avenger. You putting this on pretty much on everyone, and what even worse, you honestly actually agree with Arya and say that you don't care about the kids, you don't care what happened to Mantle as well, which I'm surprised you have not been killed as a whole, and she does get on my last fucking nerves until she finally comes to the conclusion and finally understands and finally gave up that damn hate, etc. So, yeah. My top 3 favorite is Crow, and the reason why he's my favorite, because 1, he's badass, he is well skilled as a fighter, and none of that, he's just been through fucking so much the entire volume. Like, they're trying to break Crow so bad, I'm just not ready to see him in volume 9, because he's gonna go back fully alcoholic again, and it's gonna be a pain in the ass when volume 9 comes out in 2022. And seeing Crow, like, first he got poisoned, and all the huntsmen and huntresses was killed because of Lionheart. 3, the person that he trusted, which is Osmond, that lied about all the situation. 4, Clover died, and 5, he just quote unquote lost his 2 nieces. So that's 5 things that Crow, what he gone through for the entire 5 volumes, besides volume 1 to 3. It's just volume 4 through 8. It's just, god damn, why they gotta do Crow like that? I'm just not ready. But seeing Crow to being like carrying Uncle, being drunk, but he stopped doing it, become a better person, and actually had help with Clover until that happened. And now he's want to go for vengeance against Ironwood because, yeah, he fucking deserved it. He deserved to get fucking killed. And it's just, holy fucking hell, I just don't know what else to say. My top 2 least favorite character is Ironwood. His character was just, like, what the fuck moment. Like, he's so stressed out and not in the right mind because he's afraid and show fear, and that caused him losing everything. And ever since Salem revealed herself to Ironwood in volume 3, because Ironwood knows about Salem, so like doing all this and that, and it's just causing more stress and betray everyone that he know and trusted, because what Yang and Blake did, because it's the right thing to do, because if Robin is going to be on their side, she has the right to know, but Iron doesn't like that crap, and he's just on the deep end. He just went down the dark path, and for God's sake, he just killed the High Council, and he was this close killing Muriel if it wasn't for Winter. And hell, he was this close killing Winter as well. Hell, he killed Shakshni, which we honestly don't give a fuck. Plus, hell, he was trying to get Penny to kill. Like, literally. Because of once, Ironwood as wants to hack her after Penny, did what had been told by being hacked. After get the relic creation, she needed to self-destruct herself. So pretty much Ironwood wants Penny to straight up die. Which is kind of fucked up. And not only that, you guys, you probably hear the storm, but, and Ironwood want to bomb Mantle because, just for the hell of it, it's like, yeah, he went too damn far on that. Like, dude, I get it, you want to protect Atlas, but Atlas is not going to be the one to attack, because you know that Beacon Academy attacked first, then Haven, and then now Atlas. Next is going to be Shady. It's going to happen around Remnant. It's not just going to be Atlas, but that leads to your death, and a lot of people say that he could survive. There's no way in hell he could survive that. There's no way in actual hell he could survive where Atlas actually falls, crash down to the city and Mantle with a bunch of rubbles around. Plus, Ironwood doesn't have his aura. So pretty much he's completely dead. Plus, his body will be frozen under the water in Atlas, because Atlas is, well, the cold area, and plus water shows out of nowhere and covers the entire debris and everything. So pretty much with that water is fully cover up the entire, flooding the entire rubble. Ironwood is dead under the water and be frozen to death completely. So Ironwood is dead. There's no way in hell he could survive that. No one can survive that at all. So I just don't understand with y'all people. My top 2 favorite is John. And the one that I don't understand when it comes to RWBY fans, they hate John because he was voiced by, I forgot his name who voiced John, honestly. They hate John because of the voice actor. For no fucking reason. Because, dude, he's just voicing the character. Like, what's wrong with that? And some people say they just hate John as a character. I just don't see that how. I love John as a character. I love how grown he has been to be a weak boy who cheated through the academy so he can honor his family legacy, to be a humble, great leader, warrior for everyone. And plus, thanks to Pyrrha, if it wasn't for Pyrrha, John would not survive. Literally, he would not survive in Volume 4. He would not. Oh, actually, no, he would not survive in the Fall of the Beacon. He will try, but he will end up be dead. Thanks to Pyrrha teaching him everything and helping him out to be skilled as a fighter and a warrior, he became a warrior that Pyrrha wants him to be. So, John has grown to become a better person, a better character. And I just cannot wait to see John as a character even more when we get to Volume 9, since he's fall with Team RWBY and Neapolitan. If you have not seen my discussion video and my main one about that John could help Neo to be part on their side, because them two have something in common, and that is the failure of losing someone, or the loss of people that you care and love, that kind of thing. So I just don't understand why people hate John as a character. I just don't see that. My top 1 least favorite character in RWBY, and that is Shani. You guys saw this coming. For those new people on this channel may not know, the reason why I hate Weiss as a character, I just don't like how they changed her development so quickly since Volume 1. Where Weiss found out that Blake was a Faunus, and later on at the end of that episode of Volume 1, that Weiss immediately accept Blake who she is. And no, I just don't like that. That's just way too fast to accept her who she is. They should have made like a story rival arc between Weiss and Blake. If Blake wants to redeem herself for things she has done, she has to show and prove herself that she is redeemable, want to redeem and help people. So she has to show. So Blake has to show that to Weiss. So later on, Weiss will finally be open her eyes that not all Faunus are terrible. There's some people, humans, also terrible as well. There's no both sides. They're like in the middle ground. So pretty much there are some good people and there's some bad people. Same goes for humans and faunas. I feel like Volume 5 would open her eyes that, yeah, humans are also terrible people too. Same goes faunas. But none of them are. So, yeah, I feel like Weiss would actually accept Blake who she is, and she prove and show that she wants to do something right. But no, they decided to Weiss immediately accept Blake who she is immediately, and I just don't like that. And I just don't like her character as a whole, and I do not like people say they consider her as a best girl. I just don't like that. No, she's not a best girl. She's the worst, okay? I don't care what people say. And of course, for some people who have seen this coming, my top one favorite character in the entire RWBY is, well, Ruby Rose. I just don't know why I love her as a character. I just do. Unless she's the best girl, not White, so fuck that. And fuck that shit with White Rose. Ugh. Go, Rose Garden shit over here, man. And, let me rephrase that. Fuck White Rose, go Rose Garden. There you go. But, yeah. Ruby is my favorite character as a whole. And she's the reason why I got into the show of RWBY in the first place when I first saw her in the first episode of Volume 1. Since 2016, where Volume 4, before Volume 4 even came out. And I actually been growing up with RWBY as a whole since 2016. So, I was like somewhere in my, I don't know, in my 10th grade or my 9th grade, I cannot remember. So, I just love her as a character and see her develop and change who she is since Volume 3. That RWBY started to become a little bit serious until Volume 5. And she's got a little bit, still being a little bit serious. Until Volume 6, they actually gave her a development. Same goes for Volume 7 and 8. Like, ever since after Volume 7, RWBY started getting more development in Volume 8, which I actually love. Because she is a leader, not just the Team RWBY, but as a leader with the group. And it's difficult for her. And I just love that she's questioning about everything. She questioned about her decisions, etc. Is just perfect development. Make your main character questioning of themselves about everything, what they done and what they did, what they gone through, etc. That builds up your character as a whole. And Volume 8 did it, and that's the reason why I love Volume 8, because not because of RWBY development, but the story as a whole with each of the character, and see how dark it was and how serious it become. Because ever since Volume 7 ended, yeah, the death of Clover, Salem arrived at Atlas, you know damn well Volume 8 was going to be dark as fuck. Now I just cannot wait for Volume 9, that RWBY is going to be devastated that Penny is dead, and it's just gonna be Volume 3 all over again, but a lot worse. They just made Penny as a human, and she died as a human, and they can't bring her back as a human, so they had to let her stay dead. And it's gonna be freaking devastated as a whole, and it's just like, holy fuck. And it's just crazy. I don't want to say RWBY is my favorite, all-time favorite character. Hell, her friggin' logo as my damn banner and my PFP is actually, well, RWBY doing drugs or some shit. But yeah, you guys know why RWBY is my all-time favorite character. I don't care what people say that she's the worst. She's the best. She's a waifu of mine, so fuck y'all. This is just my goddamn opinion. So yeah, guys, those are my top 5 favorite and least favorite character in RWBY. Shout out again to Lord Panther himself, and I'll have the link of his channel down below in the description box. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. What is your favorite and least favorite of the RWBY character as a whole, and why? Let me know in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Links to my social medias, my other channels, my Discord servers, and my GoFundMe page. All that will down below, because you guys know all that shenanigans. Again, peace out, and as always, keep moving forward.